Hello, this is Rishi George, and this is my Java lab project that is about mechanical workshop counter. So here we have created two modules for this. Like first one is for the stock management, and the other one is for the complaint addressal. So we'll see how we implemented this in the Java code. Like we have created three classes. First one for the complaint, the other one for the stock, and the third one is the main, in which we did all the operations. Now in the complaint class, we have imported the package serializable to write the object into the file, and then we are implementing it, the method serializable. We have created some attributes of data type string like the car license, car type, car name, and model and problem. We'll see how we implement it in the main method. We have created it, all these data types are private, so we have to uh, use this data type using the getter and setter methods. So we have created the getter and setter method for all the attributes. Like here we can see that for the car license we have the getter method and the setter method, like public void set car license. In the argument we have passed the car license, and we are initializing it to the same variable, and in the getter method we are returning the car license. Since all these method data types are private, so to invoke this, to use these attributes, we have created this setter and getter methods. Like same has been done in the stock class also. We have the stock class, and we have some attributes like the part name, part left, and the price. So here we have the same getter and method, setter and getter method for all the attributes, like the part name, get part name, and set part name. And using this variable we are we are initializing these attributes and returning the values in the getter method. uh, Here we are also having a function for the view stock, like it will help us to show the details like the part name, the part left, and the part price. So coming to the main class, uh, so here we can see that we have imported first the Java AWT button and all those packages that are required for this class, like file not found exception and all those packages, like the adapter class, the mouse event class, and the event queue class, checkboxes, action listener, as all these events will be required in the following class. And then we have the JFrame. We have the frame attribute, which we have initialized as JFrame inside this class main. And we have many other attributes like the frame stock, the frame complaint, and all we have initialized as new text field, the new text field car type, the car menu, the car model. Now coming to the main method inside this public static void main, we can see that we have the run method to make the frame run from the start mode to run mode. And inside this we have the try and catch block. Like using the main class, we have created an object window, and we have initialized to the main method. Then we have the catch block in which we are handling the exception, and we have created the exception object e, and through this e dot print stack trace to get the list of all the exceptions that will be shown in this. And then we have the main function. We are invoking the main function, and inside this we have the we are invoking the initialize method. So all the data that we are going to handle is inside this initialize method. Now first we can see that we have initialized inside this, we are calling a stock initialize method, and then we have this frame which we have initialized is equals to new JFrame manager. And now I will show you how we did it. Like in the update we can see that uh, we have the JFrame. uh, Inside this we have passed manager as an argument to get the like get it on the menu bars. We can see here the manager which we pass here as arguments, and we have set the bounds like 200 the distance, and the length and the breadth of this frame like 650 and 500, and we have set the visibility as true, so that we can see this. Then we can see many other data, like we have the add complaint button, then the add complaint button, the x coordinate and y coordinate distances, and the length and breadth of this. Like you can see the length is 190 and the breadth is 25, and the distance is 550 and 400. Like the x and y coordinate, same has been done with complaint button, view complaint button, view stock, view stock. And then we can see that the car here we have the view stock button, which we can see here. The bounds have been sent using this method. The object has been through this object we are calling the method set bound, and we are passing the length, breadth, and the coordinates through arguments in this. And to get that details, we need the frame.getContentPane method, and we have to add that method. So dot add btn the object view stock. Same has been done with all other, like this was all about button, the three buttons we have created. Now coming to label, that is about car license plate. This is our label. Inside this we have the car plate license number and the coordinates of this. So frame.get content pane dot add all those details like car type, the car manufacturer, the car model, and the problem. These are the details and the coordinates, and through this method we are calling that. uh, so here is our text field area. Like we have initialized this also dot set to calling the set bound method. We have passed some values for this also, and we are just invoking one after another method for doing this. Now coming to the mouse click event, like we can see that when we click a mouse, this text field car license dot set text. Now here we can see that it is enter car license. When we click it, it goes blank. This is because here we are invoking this method, and then we are having the text field car type set bounds. Like here we can see that the car type here inside this is 250 distance, and like here it is the uh, length and breadth for this area, like this wide area, like it is 320 in length and 20 in the width. Like, and then the method, the same method get content pane dot add text field card type, like we did in all other methods. Like and then we can see the card type and the mouse adapter classes we have clicked, so that the mouse event is being invoked when we click it every time. And then same has been done for the car manufacturer area, like the text field, and the model also has been done with the same, like all those attributes have been passed, and the same methods have been called, like the content paint, and we have set the area. Here for the problem we can see little difference, like here everything has been done in text field, but the problem, since it is little big, we can give a big problem. So we are calling set area text area. Here we used to call text field, here we are using text area, and we have initialized the same we have initialized some value here like 200, 125, and the length and breadth, and to get this scroll button here. Then all the same methods have been invoked to add the text here inside this, and then we are coming out of this. And
Hello, this is Joshua, UR15CS270, and now I'm going to continue. So here we have RDT bumper.setBounds that basically sets up the RDT bumper button, which is right here. Similarly for RDBTN engine rail, and similarly for brake, rim, and tires, window, engine, music, and side. So basically we add all of these checkboxes using all these commands. So after that we have button.viewstock.add mouse listener. So in this basically we add a mouse listener to the view stock button, so that whenever the mouse is clicked, then we can show the view the stock, see like this. So for that we have another frame called frame stock. So first we set the content as null, and we have the different labels for items, quantity, and price, and I have set the bounds and set the font. So font will be the same, it should be bold font, and should be having the size 18. Similarly for quantity and price. So these are all the labels made to print the items one by one. So we have 10 items, so I have 10 labels for their part names. So I've set the bounds accordingly, and similarly for the number of parts left, and also for the price. So after that, I add all of these to the new frame. Okay, so let's see. So we have items, quantity, and price. The labels with the names, the quantities, and the price. So moving on, I added another mouse listener to add complaint button. So um, I basically have an items array which is initialized to -10. So if stock is not equal to 0, that is if stock is left and the checkbox is checked, then I set the items value as 1 for item 0. So and I can set the part left and like reduce the part by 1 by getting the getting the left of parts and minusing 1. Similarly for the other stocks, but I have an else if condition. If the part is not left, that is the stock is 0, so I throw an exception that says that this item has not enough stock. Similarly for items 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up till item number 9. So after that, I have uh, set the text of the complaint class object, that is com, as the field whatever we input in the text area. I get that and I set it as the respective variable in the com object, and I have a file output stream object and object output stream object. This will basically help to write the object to the file. So I reset the stream and then write the object, and I reset again and then I close the output stream. So after this object has been written to the file, we'll set all of the fields back to their default position. So let's say I write um, any any of these, and I take any of these four checkboxes and I click add complaint. So we can see that it is automatically cleared. So this is basically done by these all commands, and I catch the exception here, which is thrown by uh, the if the part is not left in the stock. And then we have view complaint, which will view the complaints one by one. So I use the file input stream object or object input stream object, and then I read the objects from the file one by one. I also have the stock initialize function here. So I have initialized all of these stock to a default name and parts and the price which is there. So that is all. So if we click view complaint, we can see the complaints which have already been entered here. Um, so that is all for our project. Thank you for watching.